What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the probably new night of FOC for the channel, Thursday night. Of course, as you can tell by the title, we are only focusing on the indie comics that are going to be in FOC this week. So we'll look at Scout on Lunar's website, maybe hit up some Black Label titles as well. And we'll hit up all the indie titles over on Diamond's website that are on Final Order Cutoff. So shout out to a couple people that we got in the chat already. Michael Baker, hope you are having a good Thursday evening and you made it in time for the live show. Wes, what's going on? So we're going to kick this off. But before we get over there, I do want to put a plug out there for our newest exclusive variant. I'm going to point that way. Nope. That way. Whatever. So this is a variant done by Damian Connolly, the artist and writer of You Promised Me Darkness. As you can tell, it's got that same style here. This is for Stake Presents Jessamy #1, which will eventually probably be a Scout Comics book, but currently is just a Kickstarter book. But it will eventually join Stake over there at Scout. Hopefully. That is the thought. But that is our exclusive variant for that. The metal copies have sold out. The foil copies, we've sold a couple of those, but quantities are limited on that. And then the regular copy, we've got plenty of those left. So hit us up on Instagram if you are interested in getting those. Just wanted to plug that before we hopped into the Final Order Cutoff for this week. So let's kick it off here with Lunar. So Lunar has a couple of Scout books this week, but I do want to point out something that though this is more of a superhero book, Cliff Chang writing and drawing this one, I do want to give that shout out to Catwoman Lonely City, because I'm not really a Catwoman reader, and I picked this up because I met Cliff in Baltimore and I really enjoyed it. So just want to give a shout out to that story because it's great and well worth the read. And it's a Black Label book, so it is outside of DC continuity. And as I was scrolling through this, Jenny Frison cover for Catwoman is phenomenal. But let's move over here. This is from All Time Comics. We have Crime Destroyer number 1 here. I guess Crime Destroyer True Till Death #1. I do not know All Time Comics. That's a new one for me. But looks like we got some sort of fighting showdown going on. We'll move over here, though. Another Black Label that is kind of more DC-centric, The Human Target. But started out issue 1 was pretty great. Tom King writing, Greg Smallwood on art. That's issue 3 that is on Cutoff, so that means issue 2 probably is coming out next week. Here is our first Scout book on Lunar Cutoff here. We have Night of the Cadillacs #2. This one from Jake Hearns and Jeff Marsick. Art by Kirk Manley on this one. And issue 1, the art was incredible. The story was interesting. It was kind of all over the place. But it was a fun ride, literally a ride. And this is only a 2-issue series, so I wanted to stick with it because of that. Issue 1 was fun enough that I was ready to see what's going on in issue number 2 here. So that'll wrap up that story there. Let's keep moving on. Refrigerator Full of Heads, 3 of 6 here. A Black Label story as well, but this is from Joe Hill's kind of a horror comic world, follow-up to Basket Full of Heads. So Refrigerator Full of Heads here. Rio Uriz, Tom Fowler, and Marcio Takara. Moving on, Snelson, Comedy is Dying, #5 of 5 from Paul Constant and Fred Harper. This one is an Ahoy book. I really love this cover here, mostly black background. But really want to give a big shout out to someone who we've had on the channel here, Jonathan Hedrick, who has also worked with Stefano Cartaselli before on his Freak Show Kingdom stories. Stefano did the art on, I think, 2 of them. So they've got a new one here, Space Cadet #1. This is a Scoot imprint, so it is targeted for the younger audience, but in my experience, those sometimes are still really good stories for adults as well. So I trust Jonathan's writing that this is going to be a great story, and I really have a fun time with Stefano's art. It is this art style that we're seeing here on the cover. So this is one I'd recommend picking up just because of that. It is not a, I don't think it's a one-shot, and I don't think it's it doesn't say one-shot anywhere, and it doesn't say number or series, so I don't know if it's ongoing or what the case is there. But it's not a nonstop title, so it's not going to be a 1 and then trade paperback either. So that takes us to one last Scout book over here. We Don't Kill Spiders #3 from Joseph Schmalke from the Black Caravan horror imprint of Scout. I love this cover here. This story has been great. We've got horrified by what has been transpired in the village. Bjorn and the Jarl's men continue to search for the serial killer who is still on the loose. Time has come for Revna to meet the Queen of Shadows in her domain and confront the malevolent entity pulling the strings behind this series of murders. This should be the last issue, I believe. It looked like it was planned for 3 issues. So that is it on the Lunar side of Final Order Cutoff, and we will head into the Previews World Diamond side here. So with all of these, if we go back here real quick, in-store date 12/22, FOC date 11/21. So we're at about a 4-week FOC. So keep that in mind with these. We'll check as we look through here how these are. Some of these are saying December 15th. So 3 to 4 weeks coming out here. Deep Beyond, getting close to the very end of this. Issue 10 came out this week. I finally got my new Comic Book Day books just a little while ago, right before I started this. So I haven't gotten to read through any of them yet, but I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I didn't even realize it was coming out this week. That's how big of a mess all of this has been with the hacking for Diamond, and League of Comic Geeks just does not update things. So Deep Beyond, though, 10 came out this week. 11 will be out December 15th. So that is on FOC here. Now, previously, they'd been doing multiple covers, usually like 3 or 4. And it looks like we just have 2 covers now, one from Andrea Bercardo and one from Mirka Andolfo, who co-writes this with David Goy. Moving over here, we have Echolands #5 from J.H. Williams, Hayden Blackman on the writing, and then art by Dave Stewart and Todd Klein, with art also by J.H. Williams. This has been insane. The world that is being built in Echolands is just really immersive. They've been building this world for years and years and years, though, so it makes sense that we're getting this immersive world here. I feel like only 3 issues have come out so far, so probably we're looking at issue 4 coming out next week, and then this is slated to be released December 22nd here. Going forward from there, there's a cover B on this, kind of featuring some of how this world is so immersive, right? We've got different fantasy worlds that link to other literature and things like that. So, Wes, my shop didn't get anything from Diamond. So this happened. So last week, some shops didn't get anything from Diamond. on time. I think they ended up getting them later. And then this week, some of the shops that did get things on time last week got everything delayed this week. They were told it could be, by the weekend, but they did get it in today. So there's only a 1-day delay. And my shop also orders Marvel through Diamond as well. So for that perspective, Marvel was not coming out either. And so I only got DC yesterday. So that's a interesting thing for me to just pick up DC books. They also have the issue number 4 Raw Cut edition on FOC. I haven't been picking these up, but I think this is just the line art, no colors, straight from what J.H. Williams did. We have Gunslinger Spawn number 3 here with cover by Taunton Revolver. There's revolvers on the cover. Jupiter's Legacy issue number 6 here, I think of 12. Yes, of 12 from Mark Millar and Tommy Lee Edwards. Halfway through this follow-up Jupiter's Legacy series, Jupiter's Legacy Requiem. Of course, with that one, we do have the Netflix variant here, even though Netflix canceled the show. And then we have a couple other variants in here, including Jeff DeCall variant. So Jeff DeCall fans may want to pick this one up. There's a black and white version of that as well. That is also just a regular cover price variant. King Spawn is on to issue number 5 already on Final Order Cutoff. I don't know if 4 has come out yet, but again, December 15th on this one for the release date. Maybe it came out today. That could be why. And Primordial, which came out this week, is for issue number 3. It's on to issue number 4 on Final Order Cutoff. This one, December 15th release date. From Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino. I've been really loving this one, and I can't wait to read issue 3 that just came out. That'll put us halfway through this series. I love that a story can be told but not use a lot of dialogue. And there doesn't need to be a lot of dialogue in this story so far. So that's what we've got going on there. Now, I say I love that, and then I get to this book, Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, number 3 here, which number 2 came out, I think, last week. Either way, I don't like the lack of dialogue in this story. It's my own thing. I'm struggling to continue with this book. I'm going to give it 3 issues because everyone seems to be enjoying this one. I feel like I just don't know enough of what's going on. But we have here Sonny's attempt to be a hero leaves him beaten and bloody, but he manages to save Mayor Oak's next victim, Neva. Little does Sonny know that she was only half of the equation. Now Sonny and Neva must return to the apartment where she was almost killed in order to save her son. And we have here a new Spawn series, Spawn Scorched, issue number 1. This is another one of those new ones that they're planning on doing. Sean Lewis is writing this. Steven Segovia and Paulo Siqueira on the art, with Frank Quietly doing the cover A, which we don't have an image for. We also have a cover C by Greg Capullo, featuring multiple of the Spawns here. So I'm guessing this is an Avengers-esque ensemble of superheroes and the latest entry in Spawn's universe. Hook readers of King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn, as well as longtime Spawn fans. So we're essentially getting the Spawn Vengers, calling it Scorched. Looks like we have one other cover that we can see, and that is the Don Aguilo variant. There is one more here. So let's see. I'm assuming there's going to be variants, ratio variants for this. There's a 1-in-50 Greg Capullo sketch variant. And we've got 1-in-250 Incentive McFarlane signed variant. which they've been doing for a lot of these new Spawn series. So not surprising to see that. Spawn Avengers chain symbol. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, this is a pretty cool one from Donna Gio. Nice artwork. Again, featuring the multiple members of the Scorched team. But I like Spawn Avengers better. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So we also have trade paperback for Stillwater Volume 2. If you aren't reading this one, go check it out. Volume 1 trade paperback's been out for a little bit. Chip Zdarsky and Ramon Perez with Mike Spicer on the colors. I've really been enjoying this. Chip Zdarsky's doing really excellent things with everything he's touching right now. Stillwater, Daredevil. We also have New Burn that just started. Just excellent job. Next up, we have That Texas Blood. Excuse me. That Texas Blood number 13. From Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. I believe this starts volume 3 of That Texas Blood, which issue 13 here. I could be wrong. I don't think it was a 5-issue volume. I think it was 6-issue volumes, and so 13 should be kicking off volume 3 here. Time Before Time on to issue number 8 from Declan Shalvey and Rory McConville. Joe Palmer, Chris O'Halloran on the interior art, and Declan Shalvey doing this cover here. I did fall off of this series, but it was a pretty fun series. I just didn't see where it felt like it was going in circles a little bit to me. But I know people that are reading this are just absolutely really enjoying this. One of their favorite reads each week. So it's just, I guess, overall wasn't a story for me, and that's okay. Walking Dead is on to issue 29 of the Deluxe series. If you remember from when the show had this happen, here we go. The governor's heads inside of fish tanks kind of thing going on. So it looks like we're probably at the prison at this point in the story. So let's keep it moving on down to Dark Horse Comics, where we're looking at a new one over on Final Order Cutoff here. This one from Mike Richardson and Jordi Armengol. This is called The Cloaked. The Myth, the Legend, the Lie. So Mike Richardson is the creator of The Mask. So if you're a fan of the craziness of The Mask, he also was the producer of Hellboy film franchise and writer of 47 Ronin graphic novel, and illustrated with gritty realism by Jordi Armengol in this story. So 25 years ago, a genuine masked hero came out of nowhere to declare war on crime. All of America celebrated the exploits of the black-clad vigilante as he took down one lawbreaker after another, and then he disappeared. But when down on his luck, investigator Jake Stevens is hired to find the long-missing Dark Avenger, his inquiries threaten to expose the myth behind the mask. So, sounds like that could be a crazy story, probably a pretty violent story given how the mask is. So expect something like that coming from this story, I bet. Another one from Dark Horse here from Brian Michael Bendis, who's moved his Jinx World imprint over to Dark Horse. We have Joy Operations number 2 of 5. I think issue 1's probably coming out next week, since I have not gotten that one yet. So this one, unfortunately, is on Final Order Cutoff before we get to see it in shops. But issue 2 is planned for December 15th, it looks like. So it'll probably only be like 3 weeks maybe between between releases there. There is an Oming variant here as well. Definitely has a little bit of that style that we're used to seeing from Powers. Maze book, no art yet, but issue 4 of 5 is on final order cutoff. And honestly, this is one of the best emotional series that is coming out right now. Dad dealing with grief of the passing of his daughter, though it's been many, many years, but maybe he really is onto something here and finding his long gone daughter. Maybe he's going to find something else along the way that's going to pull him out of his grief. I've been really enjoying this. Jeff Lemire is writing and drawing it. And there is a variant here from Dean Ormston, but we cannot see the art quite yet. Lastly, we have No One Left to Fight 2, number 3, from Aubrey Sitterson and Fico Osio. Really cool art. The art style here from the artist. And they made a volume 1 of this previously. Aubrey Sitterson also wrote The Worst Dudes. Some other things have been coming out from Dark Horse recently. Aubrey Sitterson's been writing. So great team there, but I again, one I'm not reading currently. Maybe one later that I will read through trade pickups. IDW, we've got some Dungeons and Dragons here. Dungeons and Dragons Mindbreaker, number 3 of 5 from Jim Zub, Eduardo Mello, and a cover by Max Dunbar. And there is a variant here from Max Davenport. And there's a 1 in 10 variant from Max Davenport as well. G.I. Joe. It looks like only... Oh, wait, no. There's cover A and cover B. Cover A art not available currently. But this is issue 289 of G.I. Joe. Moving on here, we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures Annual 2021, number 1. We've got a whole slew of creators here. Claudia Gray, Charles Sewell, Justina Ireland, Daniel Jose Older, and Kevin Scott doing the writing with various artists. But Stefano Simeone doing this cover here. All 5 High Republic authors together in one book for the first time ever as they explore different corners of the galaxy during the height of the Galactic Republic. From Daring Jedi to the always adventurous Geode and nefarious Nihil, the High Republic Adventures Annual has it all. Let's see. There's probably a variant here. There's a cover B from Jason Liu. And see if there's no 1 in 10. So just the 2 there. And then Transformers 38 cover B is on here, but not cover A, not any of the ratios. So we're going to find that kind of thing happening more and more, I think, with the delays that we've had, with the hacking that happened. It may still be affecting things on the Diamond side. We just are going to have a lot more issues like that occurring. Just a quick scroll through Dynamite, Army of Darkness, 1979. We got Elvira meets Vincent Price. Kiss, Phantom Obsession, number 4. Is that Jay Lee? That is Jay Lee doing a Kiss cover. All right. Purgatory, number 3. Again, lots of covers for Dynamite books, as always. Lots of things going on there. There's Vampirella Dracula Unholy, number 1. Whole new series, Vampirella there. That takes us into Boom Studios. We've got a couple things on FOC this week. Adventure Time, Marcy and Simon, number 3 of 6. I don't know. This says it's a convention exclusive variant, so I would not worry about that. There is a Marcy and Simon limited edition exclusive hardcover, though, with a cover by Myra Rose. There's all right. There's some definite errors here. Hey, Justin, what's going on? Yeah, yeah. So, about that, I think I broke it, Justin. I think I think I violated the 3 books now. That's not even the whole pile. But yesterday I made it. Yesterday I made it. What's up, Jason? How's it going? Yes. Like, just stop putting so many variants out. And yes. Then you don't have to pay the artist to create the variant. So you don't have to sell as many books to cover the costs. So, you know, yeah, Dynamite's probably, honestly, I feel like a little bit part of the problem with that. What's up, Mac B? I have not seen you on here in a while, so hope you are doing well. Yeah, stacks on stacks today, unfortunately, but it's all good stuff. So guys, chatting and chatting in the chat, right? Keep all the chats going. So yeah, let's keep moving through Boom here, where it seems like we're probably having some issues on the Diamond side, because this is a San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive variant. That doesn't make sense. We have another convention exclusive. We have a showcase variant. Unless Boom is releasing these because they didn't sell out, and so they're trying to distribute them through Diamond. Don't know what's going on here. Though that is a pretty badass Power Rangers variant there. But this one seems legit. Regarding the matter of Oswald's body, number 2 of 5 from Christopher Cantwell and Luca Casalanguida. This was a great first issue. I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely staying on for this one. For me, Christopher Cantwell, I'm a little hit or miss. The Blue Flame has not really been excellent, or what I thought it was going to be. I stayed with it because I'm almost to the end of it, so I figure I might as well finish it out. But it's not been my favorite, and he's the writer on that. I hear mixed results about Iron Man that's going on right now, but this one, absolutely love. And so, it's one of those. Not everything a writer writes is going to be for you every time. The day before JFK is assassinated, our 4 useful idiots have against all odds found a damn good lookalike candidate for Lee Harvey Oswald, some poor bastard named Sonny Germs from Dallas. The only problem is now they have to kidnap and kill him, which wasn't part of the deal. As Lee makes his way downtown, the unlucky 4 find themselves in a chase into Dallas. What happens if they catch Sonny, and what does it mean for Lee's plans on that fateful day, November 22nd, 1963? Definitely all on board for this one. I'm guessing either just cover A is on here, or I guess we don't have a cover B cover price variant, but we do have a 1 in 25 cover B by Christian Ward, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we have anything else on here. We do not. So just a cover A and a 1 in 25. We have Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers. That's another convention exclusive variant, so I don't know if that's part of this. Again, we just have a lot of convention exclusive variants filling up this page here. Could be a diamond glitch. Could be Boom releasing things. Not sure. So speaking of Christopher Cantwell and the Blue Flame, here is issue number 6. I think this is the last issue, but I'm not sure. So let me do a real quick search, because if it's not, I'm probably going to drop it. There's an issue 7. Yeah. Huh. I don't know how much further it's going to go. I thought it was going to be a 6-issue series, but looks like it's going to be keeping going. So I'm enjoying the art inside. Adam Gorham is doing an excellent job on it, and the colors by Kurt Michael Russell are fantastic. I just don't know if this story is still a story that I want to read. As always, there's a Yoshi Yoshitani variant here, which is excellent, as always. I think that's usually it. There's not usually a ratio variant for the Blue Flame. One from Mad Cave here, Bountiful Garden, issue number 4. I just got issue number 3 today. This one from Ivy Noel Weir and Kelly Williams. This is a really interesting sci-fi story with some kids woken up from stasis too soon, but they're all very adept at different skills, different knowledge bases. And so this is a very interesting story so far. And of course, we know that the plants covering the planet are not what they seem. So some things are going down because of that. What's going on? Southern Comic Geek is in the house. What's up? What's up? Keep going from there. Another one that just came out today, and I don't know if I've seen Clover Press on FOC before, so got to shout out this book here, Cassidy's Secret number 3. I guess I shouldn't say it came out today because most people would have gotten it yesterday, but Cassidy's Secret number 2 just came out this week. It's been a little bit of a break since issue number 1, but I really enjoyed issue number 1. They say, Suits set in the world of the boys is kind of what we got going on here. And I agree with that based on issue number 1. So I'll read issue number 2 very soon because I have it now. But one I recommend checking out. Moving from there, cover A was on FOC last week for this story. Crimson Cage number 1, cover B here by Mike Deodato Jr. It says it's in shops December 8th. So, yeah, it's interesting that this didn't make FOC last week. But we'll keep looking because there's a lot of weird things going on. Deadbox number 3 is on final order cutoff here. Story by Mark Russell, written art by Ben Tiesma, colors by Igor Popov, and Jim Campbell doing the lettering on this one. But not only is number 3 on here, but number 4 is also on here with a December 15th release date on both of them. So that's got to be some sort of diamond issue. I doubt that they're planning to release 3 and 4 on the same day. I wouldn't be surprised to see number 4 on FOC again next week or the week, 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after. It doesn't make sense that they put those on the same one and then release them on the same day. But I could see them needing to put them on the same FOC date, just not the rest of that. And I forgot this series had not ended. I actually recently was looking back at issue 4, and I'm like, I guess it ended there. But it did not end. Here's Giga issue number 5 from Alex Packnadel and John Lee. It's still going on, apparently. And issue 5 is on FOC this week. This one from Vault Comics. We have an Adam Gorham variant here. I really love the world here. I love what they were doing, but I'm not following what's going on because it's always 2 or 3 or 4 months between issues. I think at this point it's been 4 or 5 months since issue number 4. Like I said, I don't remember what's going on anymore in this story. I can see when did issue 4 come out? Yeah, June 23rd. Issue 4 came out, and issue 5 is going to be out in December. So it's been a while. Great Gatsby number 4 from Clover Press is on FOC as well. Gun Honey number 4 of 4, wrapping up that series with Titan Comics from Charles Ardai, Enghor King on the art, and Alex Ronald on this cover here. We have a Aspinall variant. We have a photo variant. We have a Ronald Kopik FOC variant and a Ronald Virgin FOC variant there. We also have He Who Fights with Monsters number 4 on Final Order Cutoff from Francesco Artabani and art by Werther Del Adera. Issue 3 came out this week, and they have the wrong cover art here, as this is clearly from the cover, issue 2's cover art. Cover B here. This is a crazy looking cover here. I love those extra little like colorful details in there. And then an homage variant for the cover D from Moy R. What's going on? Second Street Marvel. What's up? What's up? So another one that I enjoyed issue number 1 here. Heathens number 2. Colin Bunn and Heath Amodio doing the writing on this story, co-writing it, and Sammy Cavella doing the art. You get together a team of morally questionable individuals throughout history to hunt down morally reprehensible individuals from history that have escaped hell. And if they catch enough of them, they can be redeemed. Super cool concept. The extra details of number 1 at the back, where they were showing, who they have caught, who needs to be caught, who potentially could be, members of this redemption team. And you see that they're really not trying to make sure that that they succeed in their mission and get redeemed. Another great one from Vault here, though, Human Remains number 4 from Peter Milligan and Sally Cantorino. This is a whole different type of horror story going on here. I think we've only had 2 issues so far, so I imagine issue 3's not super far behind. This one's slated for December 29th for a release date. And this one right here, brand new series coming from Behemoth Comics, a 3-issue series. Of course, from the Happy Tank Comics imprint here. It just looks like such a fun story. This one from Robert Cianicki and Jan Mazur doing the writing. Spell on the art, along with Igor Wolski on the art. And the premise here, what if Zelda and Conan had a child? The answer is Knight Janik. Things are not going well in the realm of Fancy Lake. The royal couple falls a victim of a fatal accident, and the fresh new Duke shows a disturbing passion for the occult. As if that were not enough, a strange wanderer arrives in the capital. And so here's a little bit of a preview here. This is one I'm very much looking forward to. I love a good fantasy story, and that seems to be what we're working with here. So very, very excited for this. It has a cover B here by Ryan Brown. Super great artwork on that. A cover C by Igor Wolski. Got to turn your head to look at that one there. I don't remember if there's any ratios here. we do have a 1 in 10 variant. Instruction for making a proper offering to forgotten gods is also the subtitle there of the title. Oh, I was going to see if we have. Okay, that's it. Just 1 in 10 variant on that, though. The last book you'll ever read, on to issue number 5 from Colin Bunn and Layla Lace. Just a fantastic cover there. Colin Bunn's been killing it with his stories. I don't know if this is the last one of the story or let's see. Nope, we at least have a issue 6 coming for the story, so I'm glad to see that. Definitely really enjoying this one. We have a Jen Hickman variant here as well. Miles to Go trade paperback from Aftershock. Of course, we have Life is Strange, Settling Dust 3 of 4 here, a video game comic there. Another Aftershock book, My Date with Monsters, going on to issue number 2. Yeah, no good. I definitely am really enjoying the story, and Layla Lace's art as well. Just a fantastic time with that story. This one here, Paul Tobin, Andy McDonald. I'm on the fence about. It was a decent issue 1, but it didn't 100% grab me. I do like the monster designs of what's going on in here. Looks like we have some Ant-Men. And in this image here, this is interesting. Concept's pretty cool. People have dreams and create monsters because of that, but they do have medications to help prevent that from happening now. Another one from Behemoth here, 9 Stones, number 5 from Samuel Spano. Of course, this is an adaptation of his pretty successful Tapas comic, 9 Stones. There are 2 covers for this one. Cover A we just showed, and this is the cover B. It's a pretty wild story. Pretty interesting, though. One from AWA, Upshot, Artists, Writers, and Artisans. We have Out, issue number 3 from Rob Williams and William Conrad and Marco Lesko. Issue 2 from last week was just crazy, and definitely they're all going all out to do what they can with this vampire. The Nazis doing what they can to win it over and control it and be able to get it to attack the Allied forces, but they need to strengthen it first. Now we have a Comanche language expert, Nakona, who they found out can talk with it, and so they're going to use him to try to talk with it. But I have a feeling he's going to work on turning it against the Nazis and turning the tide of the war that way. Also from Behemoth, we have Popstar Assassin, issue number 3 of 6 from Ed Laval and Matt Cashel, with Marcelo Basile on the art. And I believe I wrote out a review for this one on our website, youpromisedmecomics.com. It's a really fun story. Issue 1, at least. Issue 2, I don't think I picked up today, so it might be coming out next week or the week after. Slated for this one to come out December 15th. Currently, there are 3 covers for it. Fantastic covers. Issue here with C cover from Warwick Fraser Combe. Very colorful cover. Going on here. And there's a 4th cover here from Wayne Nichols. And, why not one more? 5th cover, Paolo Masagli. So moving on, some dynamic forces there. We're getting close to the end. So last but not least here, outside of we've got some Valiant Exo Man of War. We've got We Ride Titans #1, a new series from Vault Comics. Trace Dean on the writing. But what caught my attention, caught my eye, got me interested in this story is the artist Sebastian Perez doing Black Beacon, but also found his art recently on an indie comic at Baltimore Comic Con. And this looks a lot of fun. Kaiju hit hard, family hits harder. Trying to keep your family from imploding is a tall order. Kit Hobbs is about to find out it's an even taller order when that family has been piloting the Titan that protects New Hyperion from kaiju for generations. Between a spiraling brother, a powder keg of a father, and a whole bunch of 20-story monsters, she's got her work cut out for her. There's a Josh Hickson cover B on this one. And knowing Vault, there's usually ratios. I bet they're just not in the catalog right now, or at least not on Final Order Cutoff right now. But I wouldn't be surprised to find a 1 in 15, 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50 on this. So that is our Indie Comics Final Order Cutoff, and I did it in under an hour this time. Boom. So, one, if you made it here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, go do that. It's down below. Just hit that button and subscribe. We will be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway very soon. We should be recording that for you guys tonight, meaning it'll drop sometime in the next couple days once we get to do that. I'm also going to record a new comic book day haul now that I have the rest of the new comics. Appreciate you, Justin. Appreciate you. But also, in case you guys haven't heard, we have a second exclusive variant right here. This one is for Stake Presents Jessamy #1, written by David Byrne with interior art by Francesco. I can never say her last name without looking at it. But Francesca is in the United States currently. She took a trip over from Italy. Thank you, Justin. Congrats again to you as well. You're already going by 1K and just climbing from here. So she's in Florida currently doing a tour with David Byrne, the writer. And so there's the opportunity to get these signed by them. So no extra charge for the signature. We're doing $20 for the regular variant, $40 for the foil variant, and our metal variant already sold out. So I got you, Justin. You want a regular or a foil? Just let me know, and then let me know if you want it signed or unsigned. So if you're watching right now, you can just do that in the comments. Just say, hey, I want a regular signed or unsigned, or I want a foil signed or unsigned. Or shoot me a message, and I will get that down. So either shoot a message to me, Sparks Comics on Instagram, or to our channel page, You Promised Me Comics on Instagram, and I will get your information and send you an invoice. I'm going to be working on those tonight or tomorrow, depending how much time I get to do that tonight. But the books, I probably won't get them till December. So, all right. Thanks, Justin. Won't get them till December. They're doing their tour starting now through December. But I do need to know very soon how many I need to get signed, so I will be able to properly account for orders. So let me know as soon as possible on that so I can let them know. And then they should be shipping either by end of December or early January. So that's what's going on there. Really appreciate the people who have already reached out asking to purchase one. I've got you guys down, so don't worry. I will be sending out invoices soon for that. But yeah, that's it. That's the other stuff. We still do, if you didn't get the first variant that we did, we do have some of those still. So if you wanted to do a bundle deal, we can do that, work something out. But otherwise, that is it for Final Order Cutoff for the indie comics for this week. So I'm not going to make this video go any longer, but really appreciate you guys hanging out for this video. We will be doing a live show when we do our 1,000 subscriber giveaway officially, but we'll drop a recorded video with all the information of how to enter coming up here in the next couple days. So that is it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching live or watching this on the replay. Appreciate you guys. As always, collect what you love.